Come fall, unless your roots are anchored deep, it doesn't take much of a wind to start you rolling on. And me and the tumbleweeds have this in common. We're rooted shallow. It was late October, the sun was still hot, but the nights were getting an edge to them, and wedges of geese lined the sky at sunup. Guess I was following them south.
Yeah, boy. Mister, I wonder if you'd... Mister!
Well, howdy. Hey, let me give you a hand. I walked to before, but I didn't see you come up.
Oh, all right. That's real good. Much obliged. Well, let's see if we can find a shoe to fit you.
Hey, he looks like he's thrown a shoe.
Yeah, about 5 miles back up the road.
No use yelling. He's deaf as a post.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, being deaf has its points, especially when you're married to a woman who rattles on the way I've been doing for the last 50 years. Maybe that's why he lost his hearing, so he wouldn't have to listen to me. Anyways, we made it to our golden anniversary, and we still enjoy having each other around.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Clay,
Yeah.
I got you a present.
A present for me? It ain't gold, is it? Now, Emily, what did I ever do to deserve this?
Just gold-plated for our golden anniversary.
What's that you're saying?
Our golden anniversary.
Oh, our golden anniversary. And I clean forgot.
You'd forget your head if it wasn't tied on. Maybe you just don't want to remember how long it's been. But I do, Mr. Davis, because they've been good years, every one of them.
What's that you're saying?
Nothing. How do you like your belt?
Well, Emily, it's real pretty. But what you should have bought me is one of them there ear trumpets.
All aboard! We're moving out, folks. All aboard!
Throw the box down.
Nothing in it worth stealing.
I'll be the best judge of that. Throw it down. Now your gun.
Oh, buckle, huh? I'll take that too. Pull it off. I said, give me the belt.
He can't hear you. He's deaf.
Oh, don't touch my money!
Come on.
Oh, my darling. Oh.
Haven't you done enough?
I'd seen the geese flying south, and listening to them talking to each other, I thought of what that lady had said about being deaf, and how maybe it has its points. And I wanted to tell her how wrong she was.
Hold it! Get! He's covered.
Yeah, but why?
Ah, there were two of you. Where's your partner?
There's supposed to be someone else.
Don't be funny. We want straight answers, and we want them mighty quick.
Kit Springer, isn't it? That any way to say hello?
Bonner? Vin Bonner?
Sure. Why don't you put that thing down and have a cup of coffee?
Well, Vin, what a sight for sore eyes. Put it away, Lex.
You mean you know this fella?
Know him? Why, he and I rode the Bitterroot Range together.
Sorry, we didn't know it was you.
Who did you have in mind?
You see, we're members of a posse. A couple of boys held up the stage last night.
A couple of boys? How did you figure on me? I'm all alone except for my horse Scar here.
You could have split up.
No, men on the run ain't apt to do that. Well, does the order for coffee still hold?
Sure, help yourself. You say they held up a stage.
Yeah.
Could have been the one I saw pulling out of Cottonwood yesterday.
Yeah, more likely. There was some shooting. One of the passengers got himself shot. There you are, Lex. Good and hot.
Thank you.
You know which one it was?
It was some old man. He didn't do what they told him to do, on account of he was stone deaf.
Oh, that's too bad. Poor fella. How about his wife?
Nobody hurt her. Just the old man. Oh, this is my brother, Lex. You know, he was just a kid when you and I were riding the Bitterroot Range.
Hi.
Sheriff at Cottonwood. He grabbed a couple of dozen boys and swore us in as a posse. That's why we took a shot at you. We're sorry.
Sorry with me, as long as you missed. Where's the rest of your posse?
With the sheriff. He thinks the killers are headed for Patch Canyon. We don't see it that way.
No, we figured that they would head for the South Pass. Because if they made it, they'd be in the clear. With nobody between them and the border.
Sounds reasonable.
Well, not so reasonable now we run into you. That is, unless you've seen somebody pass during the night.
Only thing I saw was a flight of geese.
Well, I reckon our hunch was wrong. Because they would have to come right by here. This is the only trail, isn't it?
That's right. Of course, I've had my fire burning for a couple of hours. They could have seen it and gone around.
Well, yeah, that's right, Kit. They could have. Maybe our hunch is right yet.
Well, that's no good, even if it is. Because, you see, we don't know the route from here on in. We've never been through the pass.
I thought you boys said you were from Cottonwood.
No. No, we were on our way through Cottonwood when the sheriff grabbed us and put us in the posse. We're from up north, Fort Drexel way.
Yeah. Say, you come through Cottonwood, Bonner. You must be heading south, huh?
That's right, I am.
Well, looks like we hit it lucky, Kit. That is, if you don't mind us riding with you.
Sorry with me, come along. But you sure are going a long way just playing a hunch. It's over a day's travel here through the pass, and you have no assurance that the fellas you're looking for took this trail.
Yeah, we know that, Vance. But for $1,500, we can spare the time. That's the reward they're offering.
1,500. That's worth taking some time for.
If the posse catches them, that money will be split 40 ways to breakfast. But if we catch them, see what I mean?
Sure. You split it 2 ways.
3, if you're along, Vance. That's $500 apiece.
I'm afraid I can't count that high.
Then you'll take us through the pass.
Sure, since I'm traveling south anyway.
All right, let's get started.
You bring up your horses and I'll straighten out my gear.
Wasn't much of a trail, just a little rocky path that wound up the mountain. It was hard riding, too. I had to hand it to the Springer brothers, though. They never complained. I'd taken this route before, so I knew what to expect. But it was all new to them.
What are we stopping for?
Give the horses some rest. They need it. I'm afraid you fellas are in for a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, about what?
About that $1,500. Hasn't been anybody along this way for 2-3 days. Not since it rained, anyway.
Oh, well, men on the run, they wouldn't leave tracks if they didn't have to, and they wouldn't have to here. They could go around, you know.
Yeah, have you seen any tracks?
I've been so busy riding, I haven't had time to look.
Me neither.
Well, I've been doing enough looking for the 3 of us.
Well, maybe somehow they got ahead of us.
In that case, there wouldn't be much sense in you fellas going on, would there?
What do you think, Lex?
I'd sure hate to turn back now.
Why don't you ride up the trail and look for tracks, and I'll climb up here and look back where we've been, huh?
Right.
While you're gone, I'll make us a pot of coffee.
It's too hot for coffee. Don't light a fire.
Oh, it won't take a minute.
I said don't light a fire. I mean, it's just that it's too hot.
I see. Well, maybe you're right. For a big man, you move awful quiet, kid.
I didn't know you were asleep. I didn't mean to wake you. I just wanted to borrow some of that water.
Sure. Help yourself.
Thanks.
You spot anything from up there?
No, not a soul. Did you pick up any tracks?
Oh, there's nothing but rocks up ahead. Oh, I could use some of that. Sure is hot.
You think this is bad? There's about 10 miles up ahead that's nothing but rocks and rattlesnakes.
Well, does it get better after that?
Sure. But by that time, a man's too beat to care. If I were you boys, I'd turn back to Cottonwood.
Well, we've come this far. We might as well go the rest of the way.
Suits yourself. That's a nice-looking belt you're wearing.
Huh?
That belt. I don't think I ever saw one like it. Is it gold?
Oh, yeah. Mex. Got it in Nogales.
Thought you fellas said you were from up north.
Well, we drift a lot. You know, jobs ain't easy to find.
Oh. Sure is a nice belt. Too bad you got it all spotted up there.
Spotted up.
Yeah, looks like dried blood.
That's what it is, all right. I cut my wrist a few days back. Bled all over myself. I'll probably have a heck of a time getting that thing clean.
Yeah, blood stains are apt to be kind of permanent. Too bad. Nice buckle.
Well, if we're going, we'd better get started.
Yeah, guess you're right.
Looks like there's 3 of them now. They must have picked up someone on the trail.
Well, for his sake, I hope he's a friend of the Springer boys.
Why did you tell him that cock and bull story about your wrist? He keeps trying to get a look at your hand.
Well, I had to tell him something.
Well, keep your paws out of sight. Are you still looking for tracks?
No, I'm looking for the trail.
I thought you knew your way around here.
I thought so, too.
Well, we're never going to catch them at this rate.
You're the fellas trying to make the 1,500, not me. Hey, Lex, you happen to have a knife? I gotta make a hole in the cinch.
Sure. Yeah, looks like it's fixing to rain.
It's probably raining down there already.
If it does, we'll never find those tracks. The rain will cover them.
The only tracks on this trail are gonna cover will be ours. We'd better be getting on. Oh. I almost forgot to give you a knife back. Say, you're bleeding again.
Yeah? Dang thing keeps breaking open.
Yeah.
was easy in my mind again for the first time in hours, not afraid to turn my back on them anymore. I guess they were what they seemed to be, two harebrained saddle tramps down on their luck, chasing a rainbow.
Doc, which way would you go?
Not over the South Pass, that's for certain sure. Too tough a trail. Longer to the border that way, but a lot faster, safer, and easier to follow.
You're forgetting one thing. The Springer boys don't know this country.
We're both forgetting something. They picked somebody up along the way. That somebody could know where he was going.
Right. Let's take the South Pass.
Lay off. You want him to get suspicious again?
If he does, it'll be the last time. We don't need him anymore. He's taken us far enough.
He still hasn't said which way the pass is or how far.
Get him to say it. We ought to be moving on and fast.
Now, you think it's so easy, you get him to say it yourself. Moon ought to be out pretty soon.
About an hour or so.
Think it'll give out much light?
Maybe.
Enough to see by?
See what?
Well, you said we were almost through the pass.
We still got some ways to go.
Well, then why did we stop here? The horses could have felt their way.
Simmer down, kid. You're not going to find those men you were looking for. Posse probably caught them hours ago.
Maybe. And maybe not. I'm still playing my hunch.
Any towns up ahead, Bonner?
English Creek, if you want to call that a town.
People live there, don't they? In that case, maybe somebody's seen those men we're chasing.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow morning. Look, if you fellows are so anxious, why don't you go on ahead? I'll tell you the trail. The trail's pretty good from here to the timberline. You get to the timberline, cross a patch of shale, about 100 yards or so. Then you take a sharp left-hand turn and go straight up. There's a cairn, a pile of stones there to mark the place. Don't miss it, you'll wind up at the foot of a cliff. And at the top of a ridge, you go a couple miles further, and it should be smooth sailing. That is, if you're still in one piece.
Well, Vince, you've sold us.
On what?
About waiting until daylight.
You sure changed your mind fast, but you're smart.
Well, now, look, we're going to shove off early. Now that we know the way, there's no reason for you to get over the chickens, unless you just want to.
That's all right with me. I'm in no hurry.
Well, you'll still come in for the $500, though, as soon as we collect.
Don't mind about that. Like I said, I was going south anyway. It's kind of funny you fellows never went through South Pass before.
What's so funny about it?
No, you were telling me about all that drifting around.
Never been down this way before.
By the way, who is the sheriff of Cottonwood?
Now, what difference does that make?
I was just trying to remember.
We don't remember his name, Bonner. There wasn't time for any formal knockdown. Folks just called him sheriff.
Well, if I'm still asleep when you boys take off, so long and good luck.
Thanks.
As far as I could tell, they hadn't been lying to me. A man could join up with the posse and not find out the sheriff's name. And I guess a man could ride himself half to death on the off chance of earning a $1,500 reward, if he had a mind to. Of course, Kit's hunch about those outlaws using South Pass for a getaway hadn't worked out. Or had it?
What got into you? You had your chance. He was asleep. Why couldn't you do it?
Well, he may have been asleep, but I could see his gun belt sticking out from under the blanket.
Could see his gun belt. You mean you were just looking for an out, any kind of out? Well, not me.
Look, let's go and leave him be. He can be plenty of trouble.
You gone clear yellow or something? He knows our names, what we look like. How long before he figures we're worth $1,500, alive or dead?
You had to go and kill that old man. He only had a few more years to live, and you had to go and kill him.
All those years of hard times, they sure turned you soft, didn't they, brother? Soft and clear yellow.
You got him! Kid! Kid? Kid?
You live, Vince, or stop fussing.
What are you doing way out here, Doc?
You just stay put till I finish here. Ain't no law saying a doctor can't go along with a posse, is there? Figured somebody was going to get shot, only I didn't count on it being you.
Neither did I. I hit one of them. Missed the other, I think.
You missed him all right, but you sure scared daylights out of his horse. That critter come down the trail like heck wouldn't have it. When we tried to head him off by firing a shot at him, he went over the cliff. Springer tried to jump clear, but he couldn't seem to tear himself loose from the saddle.
This is why. It got hooked over the saddle horn. The horse drug him down the side of the mountain. He was dead before we could get to him. The young one killed the old man for this when they held up the stagecoach.
Yeah, I talked to the widow. She gave it to him for their 50th wedding anniversary.
Bonner, you're $1,500 richer.
Gold plate. Worth maybe $2, $3. 50 years. Sheriff, would you send that reward money to the old man's widow? That's what they called him downriver in the Rio Grande Valley. We had been tracking him since dawn, tracks as big as a grizzly's. But only now, up close, did I realize how much his name really fitted him. The Brute.
He don't mean for us to take him without killing him.
Just the way an animal figures.
Yeah, I understand he broke Zach Waller's spine like it was a dry twig. I sure don't mean to get close enough to him for him to pile me up.
Marshal, try talking to him once more.
All right. Listen good, Bruto! You might be mute, but you ain't deaf. Now I'm taking you in one way or the other. Nice and peaceful, or good and dead. He made his choice.
Don't kill him, Marshal.
What else can I do?
He's over there to the right. Keep your gun on him. See if you can hold his attention.
What are you gonna do?
Did you ever capture wild horses? The idea is to crease their skull, bring them down good as new. Anyway, that's the idea. I never had much luck at it myself.
Use this?
No, I'm more used to this one.
Complain about your luck today, Vance. You ought to stick to wild humans.
Maybe it wasn't luck. Maybe it had something to do with it being Christmas Eve.
Like what?
Well, I'd kind of hate to be a party to a killing on a day like today. That's what I was thinking when I squeezed off the trigger.
Yeah?
Well, maybe you wouldn't call it thinking. More like praying. So he strung him up like a prize bull and took him along. Stop a minute, Marshal. Here, hold this.
We're never going to reach San Felipe tonight.
I was thinking about that.
Well, I'm sorry I dragged you away from your ranch, Van. Spoiled your Christmas with the boys.
That's all right, Marshal. There's one thing sadder than our overgrown friend here. It's a bunch of cowboy strays on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Mrs. had me all fixed up to play Santa Claus for the kids tonight.
What are we going to do? Any place we can lay over? I don't relish camping out with him.
Over there near Ocati Creek, there's a mission orphanage run by the Franciscans. Padre Basilico's a fine man. What did I say to set him off?
I don't know. Let's go.
Tonight is the last night of the Posada. Truly a night for miracles. First, the heart of the cruel innkeeper shall melt like snow before the fire. You are the Blessed Mother Mary, and you are Saint Joseph. Tonight you will find refuge and shelter. Then, miracle of miracles, a child shall be born. The infant Savior who will bring light and hope to a dark world. And so, my niños, that is why tonight must be full of happiness and joy. Continue with the posada, Brother Terence.
Now, Don Jesus, you'll be remembering what you have to do.
Si, Padre.
Irena?
Si.
And I'll be taking me leave to the barn. Oh, wretched me. Oh, blessed Saint Brigid and Saint Patrick, look down upon a poor Irishman in a strange land with strange ways, and be remembering I'm only playing a part. The foul, heartless innkeeper.
He could not do it. I do not believe he could do such a thing.
I'm sorry, Padre. All I know is what I heard from Sheriff
Yes,
Dutcher.
but-
He was working for two brothers named Waller on a farm near Socorro. He killed one of them with his bare hands.
Why do you say he couldn't have done such a thing, Padre?
He was one of our boys here years ago.
Oh. That explains why he got so excited when you mentioned the Padre's name.
John, look at me. You remember me, Padre Basilico? You reject even me. Oh, what has this world done to you? He was such a gentle boy.
Sir, I beg of you, with all your charity, to give shelter to this lady.
My house awaits only him who has money, and heaven help him who has none.
I am the Queen of Heaven.
Sure, that's what I've been waiting to hear, me darlings. Come in, welcome everybody. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. There's plenty of room in the inn. Come on in now. Come in, darlings. Come in, little one. There you go. Come on in now. There's a goodbye. Come in, sister. Welcome,
All right, Padre, we've got to bed this big fella down for the night. You got a place that'll hold him?
See, this part of the barn was once used by the Army of Mexico as a prison.
All right, Bruto. John, get going.
Inside, Bruto. Inside.
Juan, por favor.
Now then, me beautiful Queen of Heaven, you're all ready to hit the piñata. Thank you, sister. Here you are. Now, I'll make very sure that you don't know where it is. 1, 2, 3, and don't look at me with it. Now, hit. Now, and I'm going to make very sure that you don't know where it is.
Well, we don't like it neither, Padre, but he's dangerous.
Everyone is invited to join in our simple Christmas pleasures.
That human ox has gotten under my skin.
Something from you.
was a fine day in September in the merry month of July. The morning it was raining and the afternoon was dry. When I met a fair damoiselle sitting under the old oak tree. And the little word I said to her and she said the same to me.
He must be very hungry. Why are you here?
All right, now, if you insist. I just happen to have a touching little ballad from my native land about St. Joseph himself. By the way, where is little Jesus?
I cannot explain it, my son. The many things that can happen to a man. But it is right that you look upon every living thing with love. John was given to a family of settlers on their way to California for adoption. How did these men get him? Did they know how to treat a boy who could not speak? Who was full of fear because of the shame of it? Can you answer me these things, Marshal?
Sorry, Padre. All this star means to me is doing my duty, like I was told to do it.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that is so. Buenas noches.
Good night, Padre.
I don't know about you, but I'm raw frazzled. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I feel like the devil.
I still couldn't find it in my heart to kill the big one. The marshal was shaken up some, but not hurt bad. Maybe I could knock him out. Hold it, Bruto. Bruto, you remember about guns, don't you? Yeah, you remember. All right, move back. Go on, move. The outside door. Padre, is there another way out of the barn?
Oh, no, senor.
Just found out. An old story for him. Trapped again. Padre, you better get the children back inside.
Oh, yes. Brother Terence, take the children back inside.
Maybe you better go inside too, Padre. If he breaks out, we'll have to shoot him down.
That you, Dutcher?
Sure is, Walt. Well, I finally caught up with you.
Well, you've got the brute in there, ain't you? Why ain't he dead by now? You're the law. You know what he's done.
You got something wrong, mister. This isn't a lynching party.
I've heard those stories, how you and your brother mistreated those Mexicans that work on that farm of yours. There's talk that you bullwhipped that mute in there. Even yoked him to a plow.
You don't know what you're saying. Zach and me took him in from a burnt wagon 10 years ago and give him a home. Well, we made him earn his board and keep. But we never hurt him none. Never whipped him like you say. And that's the Lord's truth.
Senor.
Padre.
What is it, Brother Terence?
Padre, have you seen little Jesus? I can't find him anywhere.
Awfully quiet in that barn.
You don't think.
I don't know. But the lad sure took a fancy to him.
Be careful. He's got a gun. Looks like he's going to shoot the kid.
You don't aim to kill him, I will.
So you and your brother never whipped him. Look at his back.
Now you do it.
In nomine Padre, et Filio et Spiritus Sanctus. O merciful God, grant to all of us here the wisdom thou hast poured forth into this soul of this simple child. Grant that we may not so much seek to be consoled as to console others, to be understood as to understand, or to be loved as to love. For it is in giving we know, O Lord, that we receive. For it is in pardoning that we ourselves are pardoned. Amen. Jesus, you take your new friend inside. Find him a place to sleep. He must be very tired. Take him.
Padre, you know I have to take him back.
Oh, do not worry. I will be responsible for him. Marshal Jason and Senor Bonner will bring him to San Felipe.
Sure, Padre. But you know that John has to stand trial. But if I know my people, it'll be a clear verdict of self-defense. Come on, boys.
When the trial ends, as we hope it will, I will bring John back here. It is the only real home he has ever known. He loves the children. He will be happy here.
I think it's going to be a beautiful Christmas.
Mira, la estrella de pastor, amigos.
The morning star. Peace on earth, gentlemen.
What are you doing there? No. Take anything you want. Anything. But don't do that. Don't do it now. Why? Why? No, please. 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 Don't. Please. 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 Bessie. Oh, Shorty. Won't you listen to that cow now?
Oh, it's not one of your little people, Dad. It's just a cow.
There's something wrong with that cow, Michael.
Well, maybe she's hungry, huh?
There's not feeding, she's one. Now, why should a cow be going unmilked this far into the day?
Say, Dad, you don't suppose Mr. Danfield's sick, do you?
Now, what's the use of supposing when it just takes a minute to find out? Mr. Danfield! Mr. Danfield! 'Tis Sean O'Hara.
Well, why don't you see if it's locked?
Do you suppose it's all right?
Of course it's all right.
Mr. Danfield? Lord preserve us. Michael, run quickly for the doctor. He's still breathing. Hurry, lad. And bring the sheriff, too.
Well, son, you might as well slow down. We're not going to get any place tonight. Spring jobs are over and the summer jobs haven't started yet. Evening, ma'am. Tell you the truth, Scar, I've been dawdling on purpose. I've been kind of hoping to spend another night out on the range. Being a horse, you wouldn't know, but the ground's a lot softer than some of those 25-cent hotel beds. So, if you don't mind. Say, do you see a light flickering up behind those trees?
As cold as the clay. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly and play the dead march as you carry me along. Take me to the green valley, there lay the sod o'er me. For I'm a young cowboy and know I've done wrong.
Howdy. Howdy. Don't stop. That sounds mighty pretty.
Well, it gets kind of tiresome when you hear it all the time like I do.
It's better listen to those coyotes.
That's about all. Say, I'd be real proud to have you stay for supper, friend. Though I got nothing but beans. There's one thing you can say for beans, though. There's always plenty to go around.
Thanks very much. Not much obliged, but I got some grub of my own.
You have? What do you got?
Beans.
Yeager's the name. Toby Yeager.
Vint Bonner.
Vint Bonner? Well, what do you know? See, I've heard a lot about you. And, that six-shooter.
That's a mighty pretty guitar you got there.
Oh, it ain't much, but it sure is company.
I know what you mean. It's pretty lonely on the trail. Sometimes I figure I might end up talking to my horse.
Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly and play the dead march as you carry me along.
Why didn't you join in, Mr. Bonner? Your voice can't be any worse than mine.
Well, all right, but remember, you asked for it.
Take me to the green valley, there lay the sod o'er me. For I'm a young cowboy and know I've done wrong.
There go the neighbors complaining again.
I guess it ain't one of their favorites.
I always liked a good tune, but I never could do much about carrying one.
Oh, there ain't much to carry a tune. All you got to do is face up to it and get a good grip on it.
Who in the name of heaven would want to kill poor Homer Danfield? But there wasn't a better liked man anywhere in this whole valley.
But, Sean, that's got nothing to do with it. Whoever it was looking for valuables.
Now, Sheriff, who around here would be looking for valuables in Mr. Danfield's place?
Well, how much of a chance has he got, Doc?
Don't feel much like sleeping, do you?
No. Not with all those beans in me.
Here's one I'll bet you never even heard.
Darling, I am growing old. Silver threads among the gold.
That's a real pretty tune.
Sort of gets close to you. Name of it is Silver Threads Among the Gold.
Shine upon my brow today. Life is fading fast away. But my darling, you will be always young and darling, you will be. Always young and fair to me.
That's mighty pretty. How come I haven't heard of that before?
Oh, I guess it just hasn't got this far west yet.
Don't tell me you're from the east.
Now, ain't that a heck of a thing to say to somebody? My home's in Utah. I spent a couple of months in Chicago last winter.
You like it back there?
No, not me. I was afraid of the horse cars. Headed back west first chance I got, and that's where I propose to stay. I've been laying track for the Santa Fe.
How they coming with that railroad?
They ain't at the moment. They got the line built as far as the town of Peaceful back there. Then they had to stop and straighten out some ruckus about the right-of-way. So I took my pay and bought that spindly mare back there and figured I'd mosey on for somewheres else.
Restless type, huh?
No cure for it.
Trouble is with you, son, you can't tell a good tune from a bad one. That's why you're still a horse. You are now approaching the outskirts of the town of Peaceful. That's the Homer Danfield estate up ahead. Looks like old Homer's got himself some company. Howdy, Mr. O'Hara. Well, open your eyes, man. It's been Bonner.
Ah, for the love of heaven, of course it is indeed. Why, I didn't know you were around these parts at all. Oh, but 'tis a blessed miracle you've come, Mr. Bonner.
What do you mean?
A terrible thing has happened to poor Homer Danfield.
How's that?
Poor old Danfield's been shot. He's lying in there now, hovering between life and death.
So, do you know who shot him?
I don't know. I think it was a thief of some kind. Me and my boy Michael, we just happened along here yesterday. It was about noon. And there he lay, with a hole in his chest that big. Sure, he hasn't drawn a conscious breath since.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Well, Ben Bonner, where'd you come from?
Just passing through.
How's Mr. Danfield?
Came to for a couple of minutes.
Did he say anything?
Not much. Fellow broke in night before last, long about midnight. Homer didn't know him. Wasn't even sure he'd know him next time.
Is someone trying to rob the place?
Made off with about $50. Homer came on him prowling around the room, and fellow throwed lead at him.
You think he'll pull through?
I don't know. He's lost a lot of blood. Doc thinks it might have nicked one of his lungs.
The poor old devil. I'd like to get my hands on him.
Could Homer give you a description of the fellow?
It's pretty vague. It was dark. Could have been anybody. There was one thing, though. The way Homer tells it, it was a little while before he passed out, and he could hear this fella searching around, plundering through drawers and all, and singing to himself while he done it.
Singing?
Homer ain't too sure in his own mind, but I don't ever remember hearing anything like it. Silver and gold and getting old.
Silver and gold and getting old?
Yeah.
No, I ain't never heard a song like that.
You, Vint? Vint, you ever hear anything like that?
I've heard something sounds mighty similar. Sheriff, how'd you like to do some riding?
Yeah.
As I said to the sheriff, there might be no connection at all. It was a new song in the West, but if I knew it, maybe others knew it too. He'd said he was heading south, and that's the way it looked when we picked up the trail. A ways beyond Little Creek, he'd turned west toward the mountain. Funny thing was, it didn't look like he'd been in too much of a hurry. Even after nightfall, there was enough moon to make out his tracks. And along about 9 o'clock, we were getting up around Porcupine Peak.
What is it? I thought I heard something up ahead. I could be wrong. It could be the wind changed.
As I walk.
He must be up around that bend.
I think we better move in on foot.
I came up on her last night. He seemed tame enough.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Wrapped in white linen, as cold as the clay. So beat the drums.
Howdy again.
Howdy, Yeager.
I thought this morning you was headed the other way.
Well, this morning I was.
Don't tell me you was drawed back by the music.
In a way, yes. This is Cleet Gentle from the town of Peaceful back yonder.
Peaceful and gentle, huh? Now that's got a real pretty sound. I'm proud to make your acquaintance, Mr. Gentle.
Evening.
Did you ever meet Mr. Gentle when you were working at Peaceful?
Not that I can recall.
He's the sheriff there.
Wow. Surprised I missed you, Sheriff. I guess I just wasn't there long enough to get in any trouble. You fellas ain't just riding around this time of night, are you?
No, we're not. We're looking for a man. Farmer named of Danfield was shot and robbed the other night.
Oh, well now, I'm right sorry to hear that.
Danfield doesn't remember who shot him, but he remembers a song he was singing.
Song? You mean he was singing to him same time he was shooting him?
I noticed that you were going real good at that music when we came up.
Now, hold up there, Sheriff. I do my singing mostly to amuse myself. Or any stray coyotes that happen to be passing by.
The fellow we're looking for was singing a song not everybody knows.
He was, huh?
Yeah, it's the one you were playing to me last night.
Oh, what song was that, Mr. Bonner?
Silver Threads Among the Gold. If I recollect rightly, you said it was a new song.
Well, that's right, it is.
One you'd picked up back east.
Yeah, that's right, I did, but you figure that ties me in with the shooting?
Well, it narrows it down a lot.
Now, ain't you fellas kind of jumping to conclusions?
Nobody's accusing you of anything, Mr. Yeager.
Well, all right, sir. Then what can I do for you?
I'd like you to take a ride back to Peaceful with us. Let Homer Danfield take a look and see if he can identify you.
Well, he's still alive?
Did you think he was dead?
I didn't think nothing. Now, it ain't unusual for a man to die when he's been shot.
No, it ain't unusual. How much money you got on you?
I guess about $45.
Would you mind letting me take a look at it?
Well, it's just plain American money.
20, 30, 45, 6, 7, 48. $48.
Is that a sign of something?
Homer Danfield had about $50 stashed away that he doesn't have anymore.
Well, now, so did the Santa Fe Railroad, till they paid me off the other day. That money can prove where it came from.
Yeager, I see you're wearing a gun.
Well, that makes 3 of us wearing a gun, don't it, Sheriff?
You'd better let me have yours, and then let's get started back to Peaceful.
All right. I'll go peaceful-like. Look, if it won't hold us up any, I'd like to get my pack together and my horse saddled.
I'll give you a hand.
Well, much obliged, Mr. Bonner. Would you mind fastening my music box to the back of my saddle? I sure wouldn't want to leave that little contraption behind.
an all-night ride for Toby Yeager. For me and Sheriff Gentle, it had been all night and all day and then all night. As far as I was concerned, I couldn't tell where I stopped and the saddle started. The only thing that made me feel worse was when I looked at Yeager riding alongside. He was just... well, he was just so darn cheerful.
This time next week, you could be at the end of a rope.
Well, I tell you, Mr. Bonner, it ain't that often an innocent man gets hung. Now, we'll see this Mr. Danfield of yours, and he'll see me. Then we'll all feel a lot better, and I'll be on my way to Utah.
Or someplace.
Sheriff. Hold up a minute. Would that be the man you're after looking for?
Afraid Homer Danfield will have to be the one to tell us that.
Homer Danfield. God rest his soul. Homer Danfield won't be telling anybody anything. He left us just a little bit before midnight.
Well, now, that's a pity.
You're a fine one to be calling it that?
Did Homer say anything before he passed away?
Not a thing. Nary a word. Well, I have me chores to be doing now. I'll be off to Danfield's after that.
Thank you, Sean.
Well, looks like I lost my star witness.
Well, one of us did. I don't know which.
What do we do now, Sheriff?
Now, that is a question. Just what would you do, Vin?
I'd be gol darn glad I wasn't the sheriff. Sheriff.
I'm neutral.
So it seems. Look, you can't put the man on trial for murder just because he knows a song nobody else knows.
All right. Here's your money. Here's your gun.
Well, I'm real sorry I put you in all this trouble, Sheriff. Sure enjoyed your company, though. Yours too, Mr. Bonner.
Care to ride over to the Danfield place with me, Vin? Looks like we've got to start all over.
Let's go.
That's just what it amounted to. Hours and hours of riding for nothing.
And what are you going to do now, Sheriff?
Blamed if I know. Got a vague description that fits most anybody, and a few silly words out of a song that nobody ever heard of.
Didn't tell us the fella's name yet, Sheriff.
Yeager.
Toby Yeager.
Yeager? That's not the fella that used to work for the railroads, is it?
That's right, Mike. Leastwise, that's what he says.
Well, it's a good job that we didn't hang him.
And why's that?
I'll tell you why. He was with me till well up in the evening the other night. Both of us got into a poker game over at Red Philpott's.
You did, huh?
So you're after that being at it again, are you, Michael O'Hara? Losing your good money in a poker game, have you?
You can't lose money from a fella like Yeager. At least he's not the second time around.
Why not?
Because he's a bluffer. You know, he's got the best poker face I ever saw in any man, and always the worst hand to go with it.
How did the game turn out?
Poor Yeager. He just took all his pay from the railroad, and he lost every last cent of it.
How much would that be?
Oh, I don't know, $50, $60 maybe?
Wish my horse weren't so plumb tuckered out. Because he's really got to do some traveling. Hello, Yeager. Don't let me stop. You go right ahead.
Ain't it a small world? No matter which way I go, Mr. Bonner, I seem bound to run into you.
Sure does seem that way, doesn't it?
Why don't you sit down and have a bite to eat with me?
You know, it sure would have saved a lot of wear and tear on that guitar of yours if I'd have known you were a poker player. You do like poker, don't you?
Oh, sure. I like a good game of poker now and again.
You play a cool, steady game?
Why do you ask that?
I figure sometimes you can look at a man and figure out what kind of a hand he plays. You, for instance. I figure you'd pick up 3 cards to fill a straight.
You sure can't spot him, Mr. Bonner.
You drew 1 card too many.
I ain't sure I follow you, Mr. Bonner.
That money you're carrying, that isn't railroad money. You lost your pay in a poker game 2 nights ago. Mike O'Hara was sitting in the game.
Well, supposing he was.
That was the cards you needed.
Oh?
Suppose we go back to Peaceful, and you explain where you got that $48.
I'm much obliged to you, Vince.
I'm glad I could help you, Sheriff.
You know, if we hadn't got that man, I might have had to charge you with it. 'Cause after all, you knew that song, too.
I'm afraid you'll be learning it yourself one of these days, Sheriff.
We'll take that out of him in a hurry.
Mr. Bonner. I hope I run into you again sometime.
Well, that'd be nice.